happens if Kendrick Lamar and Drake run into each other in the wild?
Oh, Drake, destroy that little guy.
Yeah, he's a tiny little dude.
He's a tiny little dude.
But what if Kendrick is expecting that, so he comes prepared?
In the glamorous and cutthroat world of hip-hop, alliances shift like quicksand and rivalries spark like wildfire. But amidst all the glittering fame and fierce competition, one name consistently stirs the pot: Drake. Despite his chart-topping hits, undeniable talent, and massive fan base, there's an undercurrent of animosity toward him in the hip-hop community. From cryptic diss tracks to public feuds, it seems like every major player in the game has a bone to pick with Drizzy. But why do so many hip-hop stars harbor disdain for the Toronto Titan? Today, we delve deep into the murky waters of envy and controversy to uncover the real reasons behind the widespread disdain for Drake. But before that, don't forget to subscribe. Now, let's get to it. Amidst all the drama between Kendrick Lamar and Drake, setting aside their personal beef and the diss tracks they've fired at each other, the bigger picture here is how this feud is reshaping their careers in the hip-hop world. One striking revelation: it's all about how their peers perceive them. Recently, at Kendrick's surprise concert and Not Like Us video shoot, the West Coast showed up in force. From Tyler, the creator, to Dr. Dre, it was a united front backing Kendrick's moves. Even heavyweights like Rick Ross and The Weeknd were there, standing with him. It's a stark contrast to Drake's situation. Every time he looks around, fewer and fewer artists seem to have his back. It's puzzling. Why are so many turning away from Drake, once considered a titan? When you dig into the reasons, though, it starts to make sense. Perhaps these artists see something they don't want to be associated with anymore. Maybe it's about authenticity or loyalty in the rap game. Whatever the case, it's clear that Kendrick is gaining more support while Drake appears to be losing it. Drake is facing more scrutiny than ever, but his issues with fellow rappers have been simmering for a while. As his fame skyrocketed, he clashed with core hip-hop values. Instead of pushing the genre forward, he made choices that did the opposite. Drake's transformation became noticeable in the late 2010s. He shifted from an artist who created music with integrity, passion, and identity to someone focused on maximizing sales and streaming numbers. This change is evident in the length of his albums. For instance, Nothing Was the Same in 2013 had a standard version with 13 songs, but by 2018, Scorpion boasted a whopping 25 tracks. This wasn't just about making albums longer. It affected the quality as these projects became overextended. But there's more to the story. What truly turned many of hip-hop's greatest minds against Drake is how he manipulated the system to produce his biggest hits. This era of his career, spanning to the present day, has seen him adopt tactics that many view as undermining the genre's principles. Drake's approach involved crafting longer albums, not necessarily filled with quality, but with quantity aimed at dominating streaming platforms. By flooding the market with numerous tracks, he ensured more streams and, consequently, higher chart positions. This strategy, while successful in terms of numbers, raised questions about artistic integrity. Moreover, Drake's collaborations and musical choices seemed calculated to maximize commercial success rather than artistic expression. This shift alienated many of his peers who valued authenticity and creativity over commercialism. They saw Drake's methods as a betrayal of hip-hop's roots and principles. Drake's music catalog has evolved, but not the way many hoped. Despite his numerous #1 hits and viral moments, there's a noticeable decline in the quality and identity of his music. Unlike the best rappers who continuously break barriers and refuse to be boxed in, Drake's lack of a musical label stems from a different issue. Most top-tier rappers aim to expand their artistry, finding new ways to grow their music and themselves. Drake, however, takes a different approach. Instead of deep reflection and innovation, he often looks for the latest trends other artists are setting. He then attaches his brand to these trends to stay relevant. This strategy explains why Drake frequently collaborates with young, buzzing artists. From Lil Baby and Migos in the past to Lil Yachty, Yeat, and Tio Touchdown today, Drake knows that partnering with these wave-making artists compensates for his lack of originality. These collaborations help him maintain his presence in the music industry, even as he relies on the creativity of others. Drake's ability to release a new project every year for almost a decade showcases his knack for writing trends. Unlike artists like Travis Scott, who rethink their sound, or Kendrick Lamar, who continues his personal narrative, Drake doesn't need to reinvent his approach. He simply leverages the visions of other artists, allowing him to stay in the spotlight without substantial creative effort. However, this method has its downsides. By constantly jumping on trends and collaborating with up-and-coming artists, Drake has turned many of his peers into adversaries. They see his tactics as opportunistic, lacking the depth and authenticity that define true artistry. This approach might keep Drake relevant, but it also creates friction and resentment among those he collaborates with. Drake's history with major artists like Kendrick Lamar, Rick Ross, The Weeknd, Future, Metro Boomin, and A$AP Rocky reveals a pattern of strained relationships. These names weren't just industry acquaintances. They were once close to Drake. Over the years, Drake strategically borrowed elements from each of them to shape his own identity. Take The Weeknd, for example. His cold and somber melodic style was a significant influence on Drake's Take Care, turning it into a landmark album. With A$AP Rocky, Drake adopted a swagger that made him more confident in creating club records. Rick Ross's bravado and stature gave Drake the confidence to rap with an edge that made him seem more formidable. Future's grip on Atlanta's hip-hop scene and culture was something Drake tried to mirror as well. The biggest artists who have turned against Drake often do so because they've seen through his tactics. While Drake is praised for putting artists on and giving them big hits, these collaborations are equally beneficial to him. Working with Drake charges his creative battery, keeping his career in power and convincing the public that he's a versatile music wizard. However, a closer look reveals this as an illusion. Drake's approach to music creation is seen as shallow by many. He has turned album making into a commercial strategy, crafting sensational content aimed at engaging the masses rather than resonating on a deeper level. This commercial ploy contrasts sharply with the true goal of great music, to connect with people emotionally. This method of album building has also led Drake to subtly diss those who have distanced themselves from him. These sneak disses have stirred the pot, contributing to the animosity from other artists. The perception is that Drake's success comes at the expense of genuine artistry, and this realization has driven many former allies away. By examining Drake's relationships with these artists, it's clear that his strategy involves absorbing their unique qualities to enhance his own music. But this has come at a cost. As these artists grew wary of his methods, they began to distance themselves, leading to the current state of tension and rivalry. Drake's decline in genuine artistry and his repeated attacks on hip-hop legends have severely tarnished his image. Pharrell Williams, one of the most beloved figures in the music industry, has been a target of Drake's taunts. Despite Pharrell's widespread respect and admiration, Drake has continuously mocked him. Then there's Tupac, whose jewelry Drake flaunts like a trophy and whose legacy he treats like a prop. This disrespect was on full display in the infamous tailor-made freestyle, which many found extremely distasteful. When considering all this, it becomes clear why Drake's image is so damaged among his peers. His lack of genuine care and respect for the genre's lineage, a genre from which he profits immensely, has made him one of the most disliked figures in hip-hop today. It's not just about the music, it's about the way he interacts with the icons who paved the way. This behavior has created a rift between Drake and many other rappers who see him as someone who disrespects the culture that gave him a platform. Moreover, Drake's frequent ridicule of others, coupled with his own actions, has made him an easy target for mockery. His appearance and behavior provide ample fodder for those looking to criticize. Perhaps if Drake showed more respect for the legends of hip-hop and less arrogance in his approach, he might not face such widespread disdain. The combination of his loss of artistry and his disrespectful actions has turned many against him, solidifying his position as one of the most controversial figures in the industry. Kendrick Lamar commands respect and admiration from fellow rappers for being everything Drake is not. While Drake's strategy revolves around appealing to the masses, Kendrick focuses solely on impressing one person, himself. This approach has ironically earned him immense respect. In a world where many artists chase the short-term success that Drake epitomizes, Kendrick remains a refreshing anomaly. He stands against the industry's flaws, redefining what it means to be an authentic and cutting-edge superstar in hip-hop. Kendrick's studio albums have consistently set new standards. Each album has its unique impact, demonstrating how rappers can express themselves more profoundly. Kendrick's work showcases lyrically profound and musically dynamic concept albums that challenge the status quo. Every record he releases garners him even more respect in the rap world, inspiring other artists to produce their best work. Kendrick's influence extends beyond his solo projects. He collaborates with a diverse range of creatives, spanning different eras and styles. Unlike Drake, Kendrick doesn't collaborate to co-opt others' creativity for personal gain. Instead, he works with artists to genuinely elevate their collective artistry. This collaborative spirit and his integrity in preserving his own unique style have further cemented his reputation. In the face of an industry often dominated by trends and commercialism, Kendrick Lamar's commitment to authenticity and innovation sets him apart. He has shown that a rapper can be both critically acclaimed and commercially successful without compromising their artistic integrity. This dedication to his craft and his refusal to conform to industry pressures have made Kendrick a beacon of inspiration in the music world. Kendrick Lamar's ability to balance profound lyrical content with dynamic musicality has redefined hip-hop. His approach inspires not just respect, but a deep admiration from his peers. By staying true to himself and his art, Kendrick continues to prove that authenticity and creativity can thrive in an industry often driven by fleeting trends. This makes him a beloved figure in hip-hop, a stark contrast to the controversial and divisive figure that Drake has become. Whenever Kendrick Lamar collaborates with another musician, he elevates their platform, showcasing what makes them unique and integrating their signature skills into his projects. This approach ensures that every collaboration enriches the narrative Kendrick aims to convey. Because of this, Kendrick's partnerships have led to some of the best feature verses of the 2010s, establishing him as one of the most desirable artists to work with in the industry. He doesn't collaborate just to capitalize on another artist's talent for his own gain. Instead, he genuinely values the worth of every creative he encounters, striving to create art that transforms both their lives and listeners. Kendrick's respect and goodwill within the hip-hop community have only grown over the years. He has taken his career to new heights by leveraging his superstar status and the immense respect he commands. Recently, Kendrick has boldly confronted Drake, initiating an all-out beef that no other rapper could have managed with such force. By calling out Drake, Kendrick has not only reinforced his musical greatness, but also exposed Drake's exploitation of hip-hop's worth. Kendrick's attack on Drake was powerful, highlighting the latter's tendency to milk the genre for commercial gain. This confrontation has significantly damaged Drake's reputation, bringing it to an all-time low. Kendrick's ability to blend artistic integrity with authenticity has shone through, solidifying his position as a revered figure in hip-hop. This clash between Kendrick and Drake is more than just a rivalry. It's a testament to Kendrick's commitment to preserving the essence of hip-hop. By standing up to Drake, Kendrick has set a precedent for other artists, demonstrating that respect for the genre and genuine artistry should always come first. This bold move has only heightened the admiration and love for Kendrick, proving that true greatness lies in staying true to one's craft and values. Kendrick Lamar's journey reflects the perfect blend of artistic integrity and authenticity. His collaborations uplift other artists, his music resonates deeply with audiences, and his willingness to confront exploitation in the industry has earned him unparalleled respect. Kendrick Lamar has become the voice of many other rappers, firmly telling Drake he can no longer continue his controversial actions. This bold stance has cemented Kendrick's status as one of the most beloved rappers in the industry. Kendrick's authenticity and willingness to freely express himself in any way he feels, especially in an industry where many artists seem to deceive themselves, make him a beacon of inspiration for both new and seasoned rappers who strive to innovate their craft. Kendrick's recent confrontation with Drake has significantly impacted the latter's career, leading to a downfall that is evident to all. This event has only strengthened Kendrick's standing, as he embodies the core values of hip-hop and serves as a role model for artistic integrity and genuine creativity. Kendrick's ability to openly express himself and challenge the status quo resonates deeply with fans and fellow artists alike. The support Kendrick has garnered from the entire genre, especially during his beef with Drake, highlights the stark contrast between the two artists. While Drake's team appears fragmented and less supportive, Kendrick has the unwavering backing of the hip-hop community. This widespread support stems from Kendrick's true creative spirit and his embodiment of everything hip-hop stands for. Kendrick Lamar's dedication to his craft, his fearless expression, and his ability to inspire others set him apart on a scale that no one else comes close to. His recent victory over Drake has not only solidified his place in hip-hop history, but also demonstrated that authenticity and respect for the genre's roots are paramount. Drake has become a flimsy brand, chasing trend after trend in a desperate bid to amass the most streaming numbers. This approach has left him using artists as stepping stones, borrowing their styles, and then leaving them behind. By flaunting hip-hop legends' jewelry and items like trophies, Drake has shown a distasteful disregard for the culture, causing many rappers to despise him. In contrast, Kendrick Lamar commands immense respect from his peers. Kendrick's authenticity, dedication to his craft, and genuine creativity have made him a beloved figure in the hip-hop community. He stands as a beacon of inspiration, embodying everything the genre represents. Drake's quest for numbers and his disrespect for hip-hop culture have earned him disdain. His actions have alienated him from many in the industry, making his reputation suffer. On the other hand, Kendrick's unwavering commitment to his values and the genre has solidified his place as a true creative force. Guys, do you think the respect Kendrick Lamar and Drake receive from their peers justified? Share your thoughts and join the conversation. Then, check out this next video if you don't know that Emin Shumpert blasts Tiana Taylor for making him broke. And don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video.